guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vishakha. I'm an artist and fashion illustrator. In this video, I'm going to showcase all of my sketches from 2015 to 2022. I have around 500 plus sketches saved with me right now that are in good condition. I have this display folder since 2013. I used to make a lot of fashion illustrations out of imagination when I was younger. I love to make illustrations in bridal garments. I never even knew that they are called fashion sketches or fashion illustrations. I used to call them dolls. My friends used to call them dolls, so I also started calling them like that. I never used a reference image to create them. I used to watch a lot of TV shows and sometimes I would get inspired by them. And I made my first ever anything drawing when I was 3 years old. Would you like to guess what was my muse at 3 years old? It was a rat lol, and I don't know why I chose to make a rat out of anything else in the world. In 2016, I started to draw portraits and they turned out to be very bad. But I kept on doing it, practicing more and more day by day, and maybe you can see a slow improvements here and there. Till 2018, I was still extremely amateur with portraits. I could draw things, but I was not very good at them. And I was very bad, as anyone would be when they are starting out something new. And here it's a Mother's Day card I made for my mom, and it's also like 8 years old. I have kept it with all of my artworks and I still love this card till date. Now moving on to my charcoal sketches. Did I improve? I guess I did. There is a lot of sketches of Taylor Swift in my sketch collection. You can see that. This sketch of Johnny Depp was the first one that I did with charcoal pencils, and it was the first time that I made something so detailed, and I was so proud of the end results. And that's how I started with charcoal portraits. I started to like working with charcoal more than graphite. I like the end results that I used to get with charcoal pencils. I never liked the shine that we get working with graphite pencils. These are all of my charcoal works. Have a look. And this is Selena Gomez. And that's my sister. Again, this is also my sister's sketch. And these are two of my favorite singers, Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. One more sketch of Michael Jackson. And who does not know him? This is MS Dhoni. I found this picture on Pinterest and I made this. This was a commission work which I was never got paid for. And this is my favorite. Like, look at her details, look at her eyes. Those eyes seriously need a close-up shot. Look at the details. And I love the eyes in this sketch. And that's Hande Archal Hayat, you might be knowing that name. And that was also a picture I found out on Pinterest. And that's Ariana Grande. More of Ariana Grande. So many sketches I used to make of her. And every time I used to make a sketch of Ariana Grande, they used to look so beautiful. And people used to ask me if she was my favorite. And at that time, she was not my favorite, but I used to really like her pictures. So I continue to draw them. I like this one too. And that's Emma Watson. And that's Selena Gomez. I drew it for the hair. I watched KGF 2 and I had to make this. Now let's move on to some self-portraits. This one is made out of soft pastels. Now let's have a quick display to my practice sheets. These are just some random drawings. And this was made on the topic of drug abuse. And I was practicing perspective drawing, and I watched Squid Game and I made this. Some more sketches. And these are my recent sketches that I made with charcoal from 2020 to recent days. And you can see that I have improved a lot. These look like some professional artists have made them. Ayushmann Khurrana had even posted 4 times on his profile, 2 or 3 times on his stories, and 1 time he posted the artwork with a song on his feed, and I was so surprised at that time and really happy. Some color drawings I made between 2018 to 2020. One eye drawing made out of soft pastels. Oh look, I found some more. Some eye drawings. And this was made with oil pastel colors. I used watercolors to make this one, and this was made with acrylic paints. This was also made with soft pastels, and the results are really nice. This was too with soft pastels. These were made with markers. And that's all from the smaller ones. Now we'll move to the A3 size sheets. This one was made on the topic of emotional abuse and narcissistic abuse and what that abuse does to a person. I saw this image somewhere and I was so drawn towards it and thought of drawing it. Respect for Indian Army and some nature drawing made out of soft pastels. And this is again my favorite. This one is of Taylor Swift. I love the colors and the details. Billie Eilish. This one was also made with soft pastels. These are all made with soft pastels. I usually use soft pastels and colored pencil for all of my colorful drawings. And this is one of my favorite artworks. When I made this, I was really unsure if I would be able to create the results I saw in the reference picture, but when I completed it, I was really surprised. And one more, this is also my favorite. The color red is just so amazing. Let's move on to some fashion illustration works. These are sketches of the same reference picture. One is made of markers and pencil colors and one is made of watercolor. And I think I like the marker one better than the watercolor one. This one I made in 2020. Again, this was a commission work. I usually draw sketches inspired by seeing images on Pinterest or Google or Instagram. When I like some image or a certain picture, I am drawn to sketch it. This was also a commission work. And this is one of my detailed illustration. Which illustration do you like the most? You should write down in the comment section so that I'll know. And that's Versace collection. Marilyn Monroe. This was also a commission work. That's Kendall Jenner's Met Gala look in 2021. That is Nora Fatehi. And this was a commission work. This was too. As you can see, that's the same lehenga. And that's Deepika Padukone. I illustrated her. Now let's move on to some sketchbook. Most of my sketchbooks are filled with random drawings, practice works, or just unfinished works. I was practicing some figure drawings. This is incomplete too, and these are some hair drawings I was practicing. This is also incomplete, like I don't know, I always keep my sketches incomplete. And wait, look, I found one more fashion illustration. This one looks nice. This is almost complete. One more unfinished work. I don't know what is this. And I made this when I was getting bored out of imagination. I told you most of my sketches are incomplete in my sketchbook. This was a commission work. Now whatever you are going to see, these are all commission work that I did in June 2022. It was an international brand and my first ever international client. And that's Mr. I'm Fine, Rose from Friends. I like this one. And that's all from this one sketchbook. This sketchbook is all handmade. I made this by myself using cartridge sheet. It's an invert artwork. That was an unfinished work. These are also commission work that I recently told you about, that international order. And these are some practice sheets. And this is a fashion illustration sketch. That's all from the sketchbook. Let's move on to another one. This is my favorite sketchbook. Some eye drawings, some hair drawings, some figure drawings, fashion sketches, and unfinished works, commission works, fashion sketches, some practice works, and that's all. This is a watercolor pad. I have only made 3 sketches in this watercolor pad. And this is my big sketchbook in A3 size. That's me, incomplete. Okay, look, one complete work. That looks good also. I was practicing some figure drawings again, and these are some eyes that I made, eye sketches. Taylor Swift and Nora Fatehi and Squid Game. Let's have a close-up look. Okay, that's all from this sketchbook. Let's move on to the next one. Let's keep this aside. This one is my favorite sketchbook. The shade, the paper quality is really awesome. And also the artworks. This sketchbook has some good artworks. A realistic portrait. One more of Taylor Swift. Look at the details in this one. This took me a lot of hours, like maybe 20 hours. It took me to complete this drawing. And this I made with soft pastels and pencil colors, and it looks so realistic. Look at the eyes. Look at those eyes. Look. And that's Shraddha Kapoor. And that's all. This is all of my sketchbooks. That's all from my sketchbooks. And these are some invert artworks. Let's have a quick look. That's all. I hope you enjoyed having a look at my sketches and my sketch collection. Thank you for watching.